Coach Lucas, how would you say that the season was this year?
First, in order for me to talk about this season, I have to talk about the previous seasons. Coming in my first year, the week before the season, not even the week before the season started, a few days before the first game, not knowing the young ladies, that season went to the point where that, we was able to compete, but not where I wanted to, to actually be. But at the end of the day, we did finish on a high point. Following the next season, I brought in about 18 new girls. With that being said, that was all freshmen. Looking to rebuild and making sure that this program eventually down the line be competitive, but not competitive, be dominating on the court. So going in last year, knowing that we was going to have a young team, we was the youngest team, possibly the youngest team in the NCAA and the youngest team in the conference, knowing that, I just had to make sure that my girls stay together, but not only that, learn the game at a higher level. So last year was definitely tough for them, coming in as freshmen, coming out of high school. But with that being said, that they actually fought for it and they understood and they started buying into the process. So when you buy into the process and understand that the small things matter, we started clicking definitely at the end. Going into this season, we had a really great spring season. Our spring season was definitely competitive amongst a lot of D1 schools in the springtime. And there was all freshmen that we did, last year. So going into the fall and having a great summer session with these girls, to say that we are still the youngest team in our conference, we were able to compete and dominate some games. As you know, you was there for Jackson State. Jackson State was number 3 in our conference, and we was considered at that time number 9. So we was definitely fighting to get into the championship, and we definitely did that. We played Texas Southern. They were number 4. Very tough, powerful hitting team, playing against a young team. We went into our conference tournament with our game plan, and we executed. So with that being said, we turned around and beat Southern. They're like number 2. Those are things that what I'm saying is that we are a team that a lot of teams definitely this year and the following year will be planning for. At the end of the day, it's a lot of times where you go into a game and say, well, we can beat them. We're no longer like that team. We're a team that a lot of people are looking at and saying that, man, we got to come here and play. So I'm so excited. I'm definitely elated that I'm able to be here and coach these girls because, they're sophomores right now. I have freshmen and sophomores playing at this high level. Just imagine when they become juniors and seniors. So this is a championship team, So it's just that as a coach, I just got to keep pushing them to that elite level. So
going back into when you was talking about your juniors and seniors, could you give us a little highlight on your senior, Miss Alondria Modesto?
Yes, Alondra. I'll just give you some brief history. Last year, Alondra came in. I recruited Alondra. She came in from a junior college. She didn't have any playing time at a junior college at all. Her coach really didn't work with her. Looking at her video, looking at the potential of her jumping ability, me playing in this conference, I know what it takes to be dominating in this conference. So just looking at her potential, I know that bringing her here, I can definitely work and get her better. Last year, she came in a little bit late. She missed summer and everything, but at the end of the day, she worked hard. But what really got her is when I was able to work with her in the springtime, a lot of one-on-one and a lot of understanding what it takes to be that girl in the volleyball court. So she really, really worked hard in the springtime, even in the summertime, from the lifting weights, conditioning. It definitely showed on the court this year. A lot of coaches in the conference asked me who was that girl, and I was like, she was on my team last year. But at the end of the day, I was able to give her opportunity, and I believe that she seized the moment, and I always talk to her about that as a senior, seize your moment. So this year she done that, and I'm looking forward for her playing in the SWAC championship this weekend. So she is a big part of us, and we definitely will miss her.
Going back to the SWAC championship, I know you and your team is very excited about that. How do you plan to execute in the SWAC championship?
Honestly, we have the really same routine. You know, my team, I'm telling, we're very structured and disciplined. Being a coach, you know, here, and being by myself with these young ladies, I have to teach structure and discipline. Right. And every game we go in, we watch video. You know, we watch our practice. We have our game plan to the point where we have game notes on each position. It does work. You know, sometimes the result is not what we want, but at the end of the day, if we continue to do what we know works, it's going to get us to that championship and actually get us the result of being champions of our conference. So going into the SWAC championship, we're going to do the same preparation. But at the end of the day, our preparation, we have to execute it. And that's my whole idea for them this week. You know, I've just been pushing. At the end of the day, you got to play big, you got to think big, because the small things will get us over the hump to be, you know, to win. We plan number one. You know, like I said, that we are a team that can upset. And at the end of the day, when I say upset, I want to take that word away, because a lot of people like upset. If you prepare to play, you're going to win. Right. If you go there to win and you understand that this is one shot, you're going to compete and to dominate. So this is not going to be an upset. This is going to be a win. So I don't want anyone to say that, you know, when we do compete to win, it's an upset. No, it's a win. Alcorn State volleyball team 2018 beat Alabama A&M. So, you know, I'm definitely excited. We are prepared. I'm telling you, we are prepared. I always get my team prepared for a game. We just got to go in there with the right mindset.